All right, guys. So welcome everyone to another community webinar. We haven't done one of these in actually a good amount of time. The last one was November 24th. So right before Thanksgiving's when we did the last one. And December has been a pretty interesting month. I mean, overall, everyone knows December, there's just not as much volume in the markets. There have been a ton of opportunities. There have been traders making a ton of money. So it's kind of conflicting, right? Everyone doesn't want to buy challenges in December. No one wants to take the challenges. And then we have one of our traders made, 150K in the last 45 days, right? So it's it's just a matter of perception, I guess. It's all about what strategy you're actually utilizing. There's still an opportunity to pass challenges even in December. And I think the people that are passing the challenges more frequently than the people who aren't are not really worrying about the days because they know it's more just about they get a few of their setups, they stay patient, then they're going to pass the challenge as soon as that happens. So that's just kind of my 2 cents. Trading in December has been overall, good for the funded traders. There's been a lot of profit that's been made. I will say that the profit is growing, right? The people that are in the funded accounts, we have a little bit more. We've been floating around 200. There have been people that are getting the accounts, failing the accounts. I think we're at about 210 people right now that are funded. But most of them are making profit right now. They've had a pretty profitable month of December. So it's been interesting to see, the top people, how they're trading, how they're performing. We'll do another video, a review video. I'll do another video that goes over their accounts. We're going to take a look at the one guy's account though, who's up obviously the large amount. If he is able to, keep this going, he's going to pretty much get the biggest payout in at least recorded in online prop firm history, right? I can't think of a bigger payout than Raul on FTMO. Pretty sure Raul made 130K and he got paid out like 90K or something. We've already had a payout similar to that. But his is definitely going to be much more. I mean, he's up 150K right now. So he's already due a 120K split on that. So he's up a ton. So definitely a lot going on with the funded trader guys. If you're on the webinar, welcome. There are 100 people that are on here. Right now, I didn't upgrade the Zoom, or I do have it upgraded. I don't know why it's capping at 100 people. But we do have 100 people in here right now. You won't be allowed to leave and rejoin if it's at max capacity in order to qualify for the giveaway. So obviously everyone wants to get in on the giveaway. The instructions have been posted in Discord, in Telegram as well. So if you guys want to get on the giveaway, we're giving away the monitor. All you got to do, screenshot that you're in the Zoom, include that in the email that you send. That was one of the instructions for the giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and just share Discord really quickly, and we're just going to go through there. Let me know when you guys can see my screen. Let's see. Yeah, if your audio is not working, you're most likely going to have to leave and rejoin. I don't know if you're going to be able to rejoin because of the fact that we already have 100 people in here. Another thing you can do is just mess around with your audio settings. All right, so obviously, we're inside of the Discord right here. We've went ahead and we've kind of revamped the Discord a little bit. I wanted to add some more channels. I wanted to get it a little bit more organized for everyone. And we do have the French, Portuguese, and the Spanish channels. For now, the French and the Portuguese channels we don't have translated yet. So I'm waiting. I actually just received the French translation for the FAQ and the other channels. So we are going to go ahead and when I get some time, I'm gonna go ahead and add those channels to this. So the idea behind this is once you click the verify the role right here, you will get added. Your role will be changed, or not changed, but you'll be added the French role, and then you'll have access to the other channels. I know a few people have been messaging me asking, they wanted to, or they've been asking, they're not seeing the French channels. It's because there are no channels right now for the French and Portuguese. Once it gets translated, then there'll be channels. You can see for Spanish, you've got the verification right here, and then you've got the welcome channel. You've got the frequently asked questions all translated for you guys, and then you've got the general chat right here where people are already a bit active. And then you've got the trading ideas and education. I don't believe there's been any posts in education yet. But we are starting to get some people in here. So this is already done. Spanish is good. French and Portuguese is coming. French will be done probably by the end of this week once I get some time. The other thing that we do have is just overall, if you want to get in on the private chats, you can come over to this verification tab right here. You can select one of these options. The only two that you can select are the sword and then the two swords together. This will add you to phase 1 and phase 2. We do have a timeout for phase 1 and 2. So if you join these channels, I think the max time that you can be in them is like 20 days per the plugin. Obviously, we wanted to make it where you could stay in for like 100, or 30 days, 35 days, and 60 days, which is the times for phase 1 and 2. But the plugin that we're using right now for Discord doesn't allow it, I think, beyond 20 days. So your role will be removed after 20 days. That's so these numbers, relatively are accurate. We don't want people that are in phase 1 to join phase 1 and then 2 months later they're still in phase 1 even though they're not trading phase 1, right? So there is a timeout on the roles. So over time, not everyone will probably join these Discord chats, but over time this number will reflect more accurately how many people are actually taking the challenges right here. As you can see, in the actual channels, some people are getting active in here. But we got to change up the emails that have instructions like to join these channels. And it's good to come in here. I mean, there's other people that are going to be in phase 1 and 2. So definitely come in here, try to connect with other people. I know we have the general chat, which is a lot more active. And, at one point, there was obviously other chats that were more active, like when the support chat was here, that chat was very active, and then we turned it into the ticketing system. But I think over time the phase 1 and 2 will become more popular because again, it's all just about connecting with other people who are in the same situation as you, and if you guys can help each other out or at least just provide some motivation to each other, it's overall just very positive. So other than that, as you can see, we do have the funded trader chat right here. You're not going to be included in on this unless you do pass phase 1 and 2. If you do fail phase 1 and 2, if you do fail the funded account, we currently don't have a mechanism to remove you. We will look into doing that. So I know at the bottom it says 226 people. That is about the number of funded traders. There are some people in here that have failed. But this chat's definitely gold. Like there's a lot of people in here either making money or at least, positive, trying to motivate everyone else. So this chat, once you do pass, you will get added to this. As it says in the verify, in order to get added to that channel, you got to go to the support channel, and then you have to send in the verification that you passed the phase 1 and 2. And if you just come to support, a lot of people have been having some trouble using this. All you got to do is click create a ticket, right? You just create a ticket. Then your ticket will be created. We will get back to you. I will say this: if the ticket is not responded to, or if you don't respond to the ticket within several hours, I most likely will close the ticket. And then you'll have to create a new ticket. So the ticketing system, the whole point of it is I'm not trying to sit on my Discord and have 100 tickets, on the left-hand side. We wanted to make things as organized as possible when handling these issues, especially with people inside of the Discord. Because at this point, there's about 4,700 people in here. We expect this to grow dramatically over the next year. When it gets to the point where there are 30,000, 20,000 people in here, there's going to be a lot going on. And I think that the support channel, I've seen other Discords have this where they just let everyone rip questions in support. And to me, it just makes no sense, right? Because in the support channel, say I ask a question all the way up here, and then 10 other people ask a question. I mean, how are you supposed to help someone and answer them, in this channel? So the ticketing system honestly has been a difference maker for the team. So if you haven't noticed, everyone that DMs me now, I simply just say create a ticket. I'm not really answering DMs as much anymore. DMs are really just for personal, business, personal conversations. All business inquiries will be answered through the ticketing system. And this is also implemented for Forex League as well. We're not going to get into, do a webinar on what's going on in Forex League, obviously. But it's implemented there as well. And again, it's been a difference maker. So if you haven't, been able to figure out how to do the support system, just come to the support channel, press create a ticket. Ticket will pop up here, and then you'll just go ahead. Make sure to type a message. If you just create a ticket and don't say anything, we're just going to close it right away, right? So just say a message, say what's, the issue is, and then we'll try to resolve it as fast as possible. There's so many people that reach out to me that just bug out about things, right? They're just send me 100 messages in the DM, or they're in the channel, whatever. If you create a ticket, we do have support online pretty much 24/7 at this point, and we are adding additional support in the new year, which we're pretty excited about. So your inquiry can be answered in a timely manner at really any time of the day, whatever time zone you're in. I know most people in this chat, if we go back to where everyone's located, not everyone is in the same time zone, as us, as the funded trader. This is a global business, global company. So people are, in every single time zone. So it's important for us to have support online at pretty much all hours. So that's the support channel. Again, the suggestions channel. So in here, I haven't seen as much lately. I guess there has been some activity in here. Definitely post in here suggestions. So anything that you guys want to see on the platform, definitely. I'm just looking at this lie. Definitely come in here, write a suggestion. I think once a month, I'll go through here and I'll just look at what the top suggestions are, and that will pretty much be the compass, for where the business is heading, right? So you're gonna provide us with all the ideas that we need in order to make improvements to the platform, and we're gonna listen to you as best as we possibly can within the confines of like the technology that we have and whatnot, and obviously, within the model, we'll obviously try to incorporate these new things that you guys are mentioning and whatnot. So yeah, just come in here, drop a suggestion, and I just want to say, like, your suggestion does not go unnoticed, because I once a month I do come in here and I do clear it all and like take a look at what's going on. So that's that channel. And then the welcome has been completely kind of reorganized here now. Obviously, we still have the welcome and the rules, the announcements. I wanted to break out the announcements into multiple channels. That way, we're actually a little bit more organized. We've got the promotions. If you guys have not gotten in on the deal yet, this does end at the end of the month. So this will end January 1st. Right now it's 10% off, 100%, 15% refund, and 10 extra days for phase one. So you will have 45 days to complete phase one. The prices are increasing on January 1st. So the prices will be increasing by 10%. Come January 1st, we'll go over what price everything will be and how that kind of changes things. And yeah, we'll get into why the price is increasing and whatnot. But again, get in on the sale before the end of the month, guys. There's only 2 days left. And at this point, the markets come Monday are going to be ready to go. There's no more holidays. January and February, there's literally like not even a holiday throughout those months. I guess February is like Valentine's Day, but everyone's just trading their hearts out in the markets on Valentine's Day. So no holidays, come January and February. So get ready for that giveaway. So obviously we have this giveaway going on right now. This is the final giveaway for the month. Last week, obviously, we had the MacBook giveaway that has already been sent out to the winner. So the winner has been announced. If you guys haven't seen for the MacBook Pro, thank you guys for all submitting the videos. I think in total we had 60 videos that were submitted. We will pick a few of those videos to utilize for some content. So if you guys did make a great video, you're probably going to see yourself on the internet sometime soon. If that's something that you don't want to see, you can always contact us and let us know. But the assumption was that those videos were going to be used for some type of content. But yeah, again, we appreciate all the videos. Some of them were definitely pretty funny. You guys definitely are hilarious for some of the stuff that you were saying in the videos. But yeah, overall, great giveaway that we did. Announced it last week. This week, one of the um, one of the requirements was to like and comment on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube posts or the latest video. That is, let's actually pull up which video that is. Hold on. So that video's with Art, who is the person who's up 150K right now. Right now we have a ton of comments on there. We have a ton of likes. So obviously, thank you guys for all the support on that video. Let's definitely try to get that video going. I mean, he's killing it on the account right now. I believe he's on the webinar as well. So he's definitely crushing it. So guys, go comment. That's step number one. Step number two is attend the webinar. So you guys that are on the webinar right now, all of you guys do automatically qualify for the giveaway. You have to make sure that you send an email to giveaways@thefundedtrader.com, a screenshot of the question. So everyone should, at the end of this, we're gonna get into this. We're already about 20 minutes in, so I'm gonna take another 5 to 10 minutes just to give some updates, and then we're gonna get into the Q&A part of the webinar. But you're gonna have to submit one question in the chat. So you're gonna submit one question in the chat, and then I'm gonna go through answer those questions. But in the email, take a screenshot of the question. I mean the Zoom chat. So you're gonna ask one question, take a screenshot of that question, include your YouTube username. Subject to the email should be giveaway curved monitor. You will receive a confirmation email once you do submit for the giveaway. So you will receive an email confirming that you did follow the instructions correctly. If you don't receive an email, simply create a ticket in Discord or just resend your email. But you should receive that email. So if you didn't, definitely inquire about that. So that's going to be announced tomorrow. I'm going to announce the winner for that. It's crazy that tomorrow is the last day of the year. So we literally have 1 day left in the year, which to me is just mind blowing. So let's get back into some updates here. So I'm just going to come over to the website. We went over this a little bit last time. This is now, at this point, it's finalized. So we have the new website live. I'm sure, everyone has seen it at this point. We are working through some bugs here. So we are working through some, plugin issues and whatnot, but for the most part, everything is here. Everything is the way that it should be. We definitely are excited about how the developers went about creating the site. I think it does still encapture, the theme and the whole funding and the medieval theme. But at the same time, the site is definitely a lot more professional now. As we kind of scroll down, it's a little bit more interactive as well. There are still a few things that I might want to change with the site. And if you guys have any suggestions, definitely feel free to message us. I just want to say this was actually different before we were going to do the video right here. And then someone actually messaged me and sent me an example and said that we should do the Trustpilot reviews here. And then the video should be this play button. And then it pops up like this. So if you have suggestions, like I said before, go consider them. In most cases, your suggestions will be much better than my ideas because I'm doing so many things that at the end of the day, I can only come up with so many ideas, right? So we're looking for you guys to contribute, to give us ideas. This was a great idea and it came out really good. So thank you, for the person that recommended that. And it's still the same, outline as before, except now the banners are a little bit better. The last website, this was a mess. The table on mobile, it was literally just horrible to look at. The spacing was all wrong. So at this point now, it's pretty straightforward. I like how we have the banners. We have the emblems for each level of challenges and whatnot. And then, we have the one step and the rapid, which is coming soon. We are having conversations internally about the rapid challenge. What's that going to include? We're most likely going to do a swing trading challenge instead of a rapid challenge. So some sort of evaluation based around swing trading. But we'll get into that. This section for now, I think is good. I do want to add some things to this. We have the comparison table. We've added, we've replaced some, we've added some for the comparison table. I think overall, this does encapsulate how we do have an extremely competitive offer. I was looking at the my forex funds, comparison. Their pricing definitely is a bit lower. I think holding on the weekends is a big deal. And then obviously we do have a little bit more time for phase one. So we are as competitive as it can possibly be in the market. Obviously, when it comes to some of these other people, we do have more competitive pricing and whatnot. And we do have, other metrics that are better. So if you guys want to compare us, to some other firms, we're not trying to shy away from what we're offering here. At the end of the day, everyone has, the a value proposition, for their own firm. And you guys, at the end of the day, like I always communicate to the Forex League members, and just in general, if you talk to me, the goal is to get funded with as many of these as possible. I know you can't do a trade copier, at the moment with the funded trader, but if you can get 600K from the funded trader, 500K from FTMO, 400K from my Forex funds, I mean, you're managing so much money, and it's not, you have the potential to really make a considerable amount of money, on all of that, right? If you're managing $1 million, you make 10%. That's a life-changing month right there. I know getting $100,000 is definitely something that begins to separate yourself in regards to the net worth. Most people don't have much money. So getting a payout like that is definitely going to be something, as long as you don't spend it, is going to be something that changes your situation for sure. So definitely, if you're passing challenges with the funded trader, there's no reason not to trade with other firms as well. Obviously, we're trying to build a community here where you guys are able to interact with us. You guys personally, know the owners of the business, and the community is what I feel like is the most important. So if you only want to trade with the funded trader for that reason, more power to you. But I'll always communicate to everyone, as being the Forex League, community manager as well, is, try to get as many opportunities as you possibly can. So comparison table came out pretty cool. We're going to do something with this section. We've got, the recent community webinar posted here, probably update this, might make this a little bit smaller. We'll see. And then we've just got frequently asked questions, Trustpilot reviews. So overall, the site, in my opinion, came out like amazing. We definitely came a long way from the way that it was before. Obviously, we have the About Us section. So if you guys haven't, looked into who we are, who's in behind the scenes on this whole entire business, definitely come in here, read a little blurb about each of the businesses involved. I'm involved with Forex League. Blake's involved with VVS. So, come over to our websites, read a little bit about each of us. So you guys get a little bit more background on what's going on with us. Come over to the media tab. So the media tab, I think I still need to update this a little bit, but the media tab basically is just going to have all of our content that is currently on YouTube. So this is all going to be on the site. So you guys can come on here. We've got FAQ videos, we've got the funded account reviews, everything like that. So I'm definitely excited to have this on the site. We just have to clean it up and organize a few things. We still have the leaderboard. So the winner for the December leaderboard will be announced. And I know the people who have made a ton of money, like this guy, it appears as though he's made 510% on his account. He most likely has failed. He has most likely failed. He's most likely doing something like that's predatory on the markets, on the Nash markets accounts. But he has most likely done something that is out of line with what we're looking for. The point of this, guys, is not to just run up an account. It's to trade responsibly. It's to trade within the rules, most importantly. And it is to demonstrate that you should earn a free account. If you're just punting the leaderboard, right? Just trying to make a ton, you're scalping, doing something that's, not going to translate well into the live market. It's just not what we're looking for, right? You're not going to win the leaderboard. I know a lot of people are like upset about the end of the month, they make 1,000,000% and they don't win, or they enter 100 accounts under different usernames and they don't win. We will find you. If you're doing something that is cheating the system, we will find you. That being said, we do have a situation ongoing. We had one funded trader. We realized for those that don't know, we are partnering with the broker with a technical team. They're basically work with brokerages, and they're able to evaluate the performance of trading accounts historically, if you will perform, in the future, how you should perform, the profitability of strategies. They basically just shift through data. They're a data analytics company, right? We had them reach out to us. They're monitoring our traders. They're looking at people's accounts and they're seeing whether, obviously everything's demo right now. Will these demo strategies that people are utilizing, some people are, scalping news, some people are doing some questionable things. Will they translate into the live market? Do they translate into the live market? Well, we're constantly monitoring, the challenges, everything. And we do have a situation where we have an account where they've been looking at it and they've basically told us, this account has made some money with you. And, at this point, that strategy is not profitable. This is the reason why you guys aren't able to copy it as well, yada, yada, yada. So we are in the back end, continuing to clean up some processes. I know the broker is coming. Part of the broker coming is to get everyone on real accounts. That way it's simulating real market conditions, which one of them would be depth of market. Most people don't know what this is. And pretty much what it is if you're stacking lot sizes, if you're taking huge lot sizes, your orders aren't going to be filled at the price at which you see on the screen. Demos, as we know, get filled automatically. So it's pretty easy to create some sort of strategy, I guess, that could take advantage of that. So once the broker comes out, there will be more live market conditions. This is not to say that people are not profitable on demos. The profitable trader will be able to be profitable with a real account that simulates live execution as well. But there are just some cases that are so outrageous that we do need to address. And we see this with other firms as well. I do follow some other firms, and there was a situation, I think, where people had some strategy around market open where they were like gap trading and taking advantage of the gap trading, using other markets, I guess, that were ahead, using delayed charts, whatnot. So the goal of our business, right, and the goal for all of us is to continue to provide opportunities to everyone so everyone can continue to make money responsibly, right? If you're taking advantage of the conditions, if you're not respecting the platform, if you're trying your best basically to cheat the system, it's going to be addressed. It's going to be caught. You're going to be banned from the platform. And the reason you're going to be banned is not because it's because you didn't follow the rules, but it's not only that, it's because you, by trying to take advantage of things that are going on, is going to ruin it for the rest of us. It's like the same thing as your elementary school teacher, one kid in the class does something wrong and the rest of the class gets punished. I mean, one person tries to defy the odds, tries to punt challenges, tries to do weird strategies to take advantage of things they see. It's going to ruin it for the rest of the people. And that doesn't only go for Funded Trader, it's going to go for most of these other firms. And as we know, everyone's trying to cheat the system. Everyone's trying to find a way to get around, actually having the skill to make money. We understand this. So just giving everyone a forewarning, we are monitoring on the back ends for these types of, predatory practices and whatnot. And we will, reach out to you if we do something like this. It's not common, right? But it does happen. So just try to respect it so the rest of us can continue to, obviously grow our accounts and have these opportunities and whatever. Getting back into the leaderboard here. So that being said, if you make 1,000,000%, most likely you didn't follow the rules, most likely you failed in the back end. It kind of sucks though that these people are still on the leaderboard during the month. In the middle of the month, I tried to go through and I tried to clean everything up. I tried to remove, like, from the top 20 anyone that doesn't qualify. And once I did that, I didn't want to go through. There's literally, like, I don't even know how many people are participating in this. There's like 200 people in the leaderboard. I didn't want to go through all 100 because realistically, I don't have the time to do that, right? It already took an hour and a half to go through 20. Now I'm going to sit here for 4 hours and go through all of them. Yeah, we could have a support rep do it. I like to personally do it myself. That way, there's some validity to what we're doing here. So I don't like how, number one, number two, number three potentially could fail. And then, you have someone who's all the way down here at 30 who's trading responsibly, following all the rules. They honestly made 34%. They end up winning somehow because all these people didn't follow the rules. but they, maybe the person below this guy lost some, motivation because they're all the way down here. I know, personally, I would just be tunnel vision, trade, whatever happens, happens. But I know a lot of people look to the leaderboard and like lose motivation if they're not climbing up the leaderboard. So that being said, we do have an example next month what the competition is going to look like. This is not our site, obviously. This is a different brokerage site, but basically we're going to be using the same platform. It's just going to be branded to us. So at the beginning of the month, there's basically going to be these contest lists. So we're going to have different contests. There's going to be different prizes for each contest. Obviously, we know what the prizes are for our contest, but we're probably going to expand on this. And you're going to be able to register for the competition. You're going to have the rules, clearly spelled out right here. So you have all the rules. You'll have what the actual prizes are going to be, so on and so on at the bottom. And then once it's live, you'll be able to click register once it's, still in registration. These are live. So you're going to come into the standings. And then if the person just gets disqualified, they will be removed from the leaderboard. And then you can go ahead, you can actually click into each of these. We're not going to have open trades, but we will have closed trades right here. So you'll be able to monitor, their account a little bit, see how they're performing, see some statistics. This is going to be ready tomorrow. So this is going to be ready either tomorrow or Monday. We're about to get access to this. And then you guys are going to be able to register for this next month. So it probably will delay the leaderboard for next month. Hopefully not too long, because Monday is the 3rd, I believe. We should be getting access either tomorrow or the latest on Monday. And then next month, we're going to run it with the new leaderboard. And this is also going to be for the funded leaderboard as well. So obviously on the website, you have the funded leaderboard as well. So we're going to be incorporating this new leaderboard with the funded one as well. So this is going to be live. You're going to, instead of seeing this every day, you're going to see this, you're going to see King, you're going to see, all the different places. You're actually going to see, I think we're going to include everyone in this. And yeah, you're going to see the percent return. And a lot of people have been asking about the percent return. So you're going to be able to see that for each of the accounts. And you're going to see the overall profit, some other statistics and whatnot. Just a lot cleaner to register, a lot better than our current processes. So look out for this either tomorrow or Monday. We're getting access to this. And then, we'll be live with this next month. Last but not least, Voyage Markets. So we have been working in partnership with this risk desk to assist us with opening the brokerage, right? How to set everything up correctly, how to roll this out, everything like that. Unfortunately, we wanted to get it out January 1st. I completely underestimated the holiday, right? Everyone takes off pretty much from December 23rd through January 1st. So we've lost pretty much a whole week here, 8 days. I mean, we obviously haven't taken off because, the platform doesn't close. It's not like we closed during the holiday. Like we've just been open. So we've been continuing to work. I've been continuing to work. People have seen the updates through Christmas, whatnot. I've been online doing the best that I can to be available. And yeah, I mean, most other companies just take off. I mean, honestly, like the company we're working with is a big corporation. Like they're not just some small like pocket company. Like they're a big corporation. They have paid leave for most of their employees. That's during the week of December, of the new, like between Christmas and December, like everyone's just kind of off. So we have everything ready. We're ready to move forward and get access. We have legally like most of our documentation that's, we put together, thankfully, and we're ready to go with the broker. So we're just kind of waiting for them to get back from vacation. I'm pretty sure they get back on the 3rd. And then also be mindful, like we don't want to just roll this out the first day that we get access. What we're going to do is I'm going to start to post the spreads in the Discord, the spreads, the commissions, some details. I'll have some accounts that will be available so people can log in and they can see some test accounts to what's going on. We'll get some feedback from you guys. We'll most likely have like some of the more frequently posting people in Discord to get access to the account so they can give us feedback. We'll try to make some small improvements, and then I'll be pretty much, ready to go. Be pretty much ready to roll out. So at this point, we're shooting for January. We've been shooting for January. Monday, once I get in contact with them, we'll have some further updates. So I'm going to post like the next update about the actual broker is going to be in 7 days from now. So January 6th is the next time I'm going to update about this. Hopefully we'll get some more information on spreads and whatnot. But it is coming. If you do have a question, you could always just put this right in here in the contact us form. We'll get back to you guys eventually. But that's the update that I have for now. Completely underestimated the holiday. And again, everyone kind of taking off. But things are moving in the right direction. Once it is available, all the funded people will get transferred immediately. So all their accounts will be paused. And then we'll give you some lead time up to that if you guys are holding some trades. But the accounts will be paused. And then we will issue out all funded accounts to the funded traders under the Voyage Markets broker. And then all the challenge accounts, they can't be transitioned. So all the new ones will just be on the new broker. And then over time, obviously organically, everyone will be on the new broker. If you're in a phase 1 and get upgraded, you'll be on the new broker for phase 2. If you get a retry for phase 1 and 2, you'll be on the new broker. And someone asked about MT5. Yeah, MT5 is actually becoming more important for us right now because MT4 is just turning to shit. It's just a natural, process, natural cycle. MT4 has been around a long time. They developed MT5 for the reason of everyone getting on that platform. So they're rolling out more updates with MT5 than MT4, which makes MT5 a more sustainable and a more scalable platform to utilize for our service. So we might even just go with MT5 from the get-go. We're still in the process of being able to decide. So if you guys have, any suggestion, if we should just do MT5 over MT4, I'm going to probably poll about that in the Discord and ask, because we might just go with MT5 right from the beginning because it just has less bugs. And if you use plugins, whatever, it's just better. But if everyone wants MT4, we could see. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people with MT4 is as good as MT5. So it's just kind of like, if you don't run a platform, you don't really realize the negatives to MT4. One of the things I want to say is a lot of people are saying Nash Markets freezes. It's not Nash Markets. It's literally MT4. Like the MT4 app, for some reason, gets overloaded, the CPU usage, whatever. It just gets clogged with data and it just starts to cause problems, right? So the MT4 app is literally just outdated and they're not pushing the appropriate updates to keep it outdated. And we're thinking in terms of 3 years from now, just like, the previous MT platform, 3 years from now, MT5 is going to continue to become the premier platform to utilize, and less people are going to use MT4. All new people are going to use MT5, right? So we want to plan ahead. We don't want to use just MT4 just because today that's what people want. We want to, if people want MT5, years from now, MT5 is going to continue to be the main platform to use. So it makes a lot of sense to transition. So that's one thing we might consider. We might just go MT5 right from the get-go. So that's pretty much it. The last thing that I do want to go through is just Artur's account. So he's up 150K right now on the account. If we come over, we can see he's got steady gains up until this point. We could obviously see some of his statistic. His win ratio is like 60%. So obviously he hit some big trades to get to this point. If we just look at some of the biggest trades that he's hit, he's had a 26K, 17K, 13, 10K. He's got a ton of big trades here. He is trading a lot of NAS 100. So he is trading a lot of this indice. That's really where all of the biggest wins are coming from. Literally, we're sorted by biggest wins, and all of the biggest wins are coming from NAS 100, which is obviously interesting. But this is his account, profit share. We can come here. He's owed 120K right now. Once he's eligible for the withdrawal, this is another new thing that we added to the dashboard. Is we just added, you'll now see your next withdrawable date. So everyone had to calculate this like themselves. Now you'll be able to see in the dashboard when it is. Once your withdrawable date is available, this button will become available to click. You'll click request withdraw. your account will go into read only, and then you will be eligible for the withdrawal. You'll get sent the money, and then once the money is sent to you, your account will be reset, and then you'll be able to start trading again. So this is Artur's account. He's number one. He's the king right now on the leaderboard. He's up a fuck ton of money. Obviously, congrats to him on having a winning strategy during this time of the year. And he's going to be most likely the largest payout in history, for online prop firms, at least recorded, that I've seen. So it's going to be, pretty epic once he actually gets the payout. Forgot where he's located, but it'd be pretty cool to kind of do something with that, hand him a check or something like that. Just be pretty cool to create some content around that, because it's obviously an amazing accomplishment by one of our traders that this actually went down. So that being said, that is it for my part where I'm going to rant about updates. We've already gone on here for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So we're going to get into the Q&A part of the webinar. So guys, this is how you can enter the giveaway. Post one question in the chat, in the Zoom chat. Post one question, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to answer a bunch of questions, screenshot that question, send an email to the giveaways at thefundedtraderprogram.com. Then you'll get a confirmation email, and then you'll be qualified for the monitor giveaway. We'll ship the monitor directly to you. I will say this: if you're in an area that is hard to ship to, where it's going to cost a bunch of money to ship to, we most likely will just give you cash. Everyone else that can be shipped to, we will send the monitor to you, whether you want the monitor or not. But yeah, so that'll be announced tomorrow. So let's get it going. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to just reshare my screen so you guys can see my notepad, so you can see what questions that I've actually answered. And I'm going to just give you a second. Again, post any questions that you guys have in here. Let's see. Can you guys see my screen and my little notepad? Got this. Oh, one more thing that I actually added into the Discord and the welcome channel is I added funded trader backgrounds. There's some cool ones there. I kind of went through and made them myself. I'll probably have some more made. But if you guys want to change like your background of your computer or the background of your phone, I have in here iPhone backgrounds and backgrounds for the computer. So definitely go in there, check it out. If you put your background, maybe post it on the stories, give us a tag, whatever. But that's the last update for Discord. So again, let's get into the Q&A part of the webinar. Let's make this. If you guys are rewatching this video, at the bottom, we're going to post the timestamps for all the questions and answers. That way you guys can skip around and don't have to listen to me rant for, forever. Is there a possibility of shipping the monitor to Africa? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say what places are going to cost more with shipping. Like, for example, I had given a monitor to an employee for Forex League, and I tried to ship it myself to him to Cambodia, and it was like $1,500. It costs more to ship it than to actually buy the monitor, right? So if that's the case, then we're probably just gonna end up sending you cash, and cash you out so you can just buy yourself. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna scroll up. Let's get some questions in here. Damn, we got people from so many places here. Let's see what the first question is. All right, so what are the goals for the funded trader? Normally we answer like this question kind of at the end, but I'll answer this in the beginning. So the goals of the funded trader for the new year, I look at some of our competitors, right? Some of our business goals. If we see the traffic, that some of our competitors are doing. We see the payouts, right? We see some of the statistics. We even see FT, right? They recently posted on their website that they're now really an investment firm, a fund where basically people can invest in the data, right? I mean, we all know, at least if you don't know, right, the firm is collecting data, and the firm can really do whatever it wants with that data. They can choose to copy people, they can choose not to copy people, they can choose to license it out to other brokerages, right? They can choose to do whatever they want. So it looks like FTMO is choosing to create a fund with a group of traders that they have with FTMO. Not to say that it's not all of them. I just would assume that it's not. But they've have a strategy with the people that are trading the funded accounts, and maybe even phase 1 and 2. And they now opened a fund, and it looks like they have investors investing in that fund. That is definitely a goal for the funded trader. We definitely want to get to the point where we have a fund. I think the the business, the profitability in the business comes from making money with the trading data. I'll reiterate that because everyone wants to say that it's from the signups. Obviously, the signups bring in a lot of revenue, but I think the most profitability does come, or not think, I know the most profitability comes from the data. So that's the main focus for us in 2022. How can we continue to maximize, our profitability? Obviously, the more that we maximize our profitability, provides more opportunities to everyone that's part of the firm and inside of the community, in the form of us offering, good products and whatnot, because of the fact that we have the room to do so. So that's one of our goals for 2022. Other than that, I mean, when it comes to actually funded trader goals, I mean, we're about to smash this goal of like paying our obviously a lot of money. So that's definitely a huge milestone for the firm to be able to do that. And then, for the new year, it would kind of be nice to continue to connect, with these people who are trading the funded accounts, whether we're doing kind of weekly reviews with some of the top traders. I just want to continue to build a bridge between people who are making money and who are profitable, and people who are not profitable, and obviously want feedback or just some insight from the leaders, in the industry. Like, you have to realize that these firms, these prop firms, really create an opportunity for people to make a name for themselves, because it's legitimizing, what you're doing. Before this, sure, you could share your FX book. Not to say that FX books can be manipulated, but at the same time, it's provides a lot of legitimacy. If you're trading with prop firm, you have your account, you've gotten the payouts, you have YouTube videos up with your name, with you on there being interviewed, right? I mean, at that point, someone cannot deny that you're an expert in your field, and that you're crushing it, right? So I think if we can continue to showcase these people in the new year, we've been doing a good job. I checked the YouTube. I think we've posted 45 YouTube videos over the last 7 months, which is about 2 a week or something like that, like 2 a month, or what is it? 2 a month? No, it's about 2 a week that we've been posting. It's about 4 a month. So we've been posting a lot of YouTube content, but I want to continue to, post new content, get some special guests on here. We want to do one interview. I'm gonna have a performance coach. He's very well spoken. He's gonna actually do an interview with me. That's gonna be one of the content coming up for this year. Just kind of like, more about my background, you know, what I do on a daily basis, and what I think about everything that's going on. That's gonna be really insightful, just because the interviewer is like A plus plus. Um, so look out for that. We'll also do another interview with everyone that's in Discord. Obviously sees the party shirt trader, Ashley. So he's gonna also do like an interview with me. We might even just do a podcast with him. Maybe have other people on as well. He is not an employee, I want to be clear, of the funded trader. He has basically chosen our community to invest his time into. He is an affiliate with us, and he really is just helping out a lot of people inside of the Discord, which really helps me out a lot. So I appreciate, all the time that he spends in there, and it's not for free, right? He's getting paid as an affiliate. He gets people to sign up, and he also has obviously had a funded account. He's on his way to get another funded account. So, he is kind of taking the right approach when it comes to, he's available, he's making himself useful, he's getting paid because of that reason. I think anyone, could go above and beyond and connect with people and become a good affiliate. But he is not a paid paid person of the funded trader. I just want to be clear about that. We never really had a conversation about him being, doing what he does. He kind of just did it. So he's taking initiative. That's definitely cool to see. I love to see that. Everyone that knows me knows that, I take initiative and definitely, put in a lot of work, and I'm always available as much as I can be. So it's cool to see someone else, trying to be as available as I am. So let's get into another question here. Are you guys hiring anyone for customer service? We currently are not hiring anyone. We just hired someone. It wasn't like a public hiring. We just hired another manager. So he's going to be starting, I believe, on Monday. He's going to be starting. So we're definitely thankful to have him on board. It'll help us with managing all the biweekly payouts and whatnot. And just everything else, right? So his hours are actually going to be Friday through Tuesday, I believe. Either Thursday through Tuesday or Friday through Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern time to 7 a.m. Eastern time. He's in a different time zone. So he's going to be like the overnight shift over the weekend. So that's going to provide more stability too with that. Now, when it comes to hiring new people, we have already several people identified that we will hire once we do need them. We do have other opportunities as well, with other platforms that we work with and whatnot. So if there is an opportunity, we will inform you guys. We'll obviously go to the community to hire someone. We want to, have a support rep that knows the business very well and obviously has experience. So not hiring at the moment, but look out in the future. Let's see here. So what are the future goals for the community? I've been in the community for 2 years, many development happening. So for those that really don't know, and that have found this, through Blake, this has been the whole entire platform, the funded trader, was really launched through Forex League. And I'm saying that because it's the truth. I was the original person who reached out to Blake, and even to my partner in Forex League and Carlos, for those that know Carlos, to put together the team that started the funded trader. Forex League has been growing for about 3 years. I'm not going to get into too much detail about that community, but we're continuing to try to provide opportunities to traders, and the funded trader obviously is one of the larger opportunities that we have been able to provide. So the funded trader is not brought to you by Forex League, but at the same time, it's being built from our community. Our Telegram has like about 26, 27,000 people. Over the next year, we expect it to grow to like anywhere from 50 to like close to 100,000 in there. So, that's the backbone of the business. Blake's channel obviously is the backbone of the business as well. Blake is a excellent partner. And he also has obviously great insights into the prop firm industry, and post great content, and is just very positive and whatnot. Someone that you definitely want to listen to when it comes to, the prop trading space. So we're lucky that he's obviously a partner as well. And I would just say, the future goals for the community next year is just to get as many people funded as possible, that are in Forex League, that are now part of the funded trader community, the Discord and whatnot. Like, it's pretty amazing. Like, the funded trader Discord is already larger than the Forex League Discord. I think they're about the same. Like, funded trader has 4,700 and Forex League has about like 4,600, or Forex League might have like 100 more. But I do definitely expect over the year both communities Discords to grow dramatically. I think more and more people are becoming, accustomed to using Discord and realize the value of having it. We've been using Discord for like 3 years now. So, people are finally catching on. It's like kind of a gaming like space for gamers and whatnot, but I think it's starting to catch on more and more for trading, for the trading community, which is good to see. It's just, keeps things organized and also allows you to connect with other people, which is so important. So yeah, just goals for the next year, just continue to grow the community. Also, try to provide some new opportunities, for people that work for the businesses, and then also obviously all the clients and the traders as well. I'm not sure what this question means. Will there be any new accounts added in the new year? Maybe if you can elaborate on that, any new accounts I guess you mean like programs. We did discuss a little bit about the programs. The only one we're considering right now is a swing trading one. Can TFT interview? So we already interviewed Arthur. He is already interviewed, right? His interview is right here. This is him. This is Art. I'm gonna update his name. Maybe I'll put his name in the actual you know, uh subject or whatever, the header, the headline. Like I'll change the name, the title to him. But he's already been interviewed. I interviewed him earlier this month. I interviewed him early in December or middle of December. This came out on Christmas. So if you guys want to, hear from him, definitely hop on here. We're gonna do a follow-up interview though once he gets the payout, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Obviously, once he has the money, it's gonna change things a little bit more for him because it's a big amount of money to be getting. So yeah, we'll do another one. What are you going to add? When are you going to add MT5 as a platform? As we just discussed, MT5 could potentially just be the platform that we use. I think MT5 is a great option. In my opinion, I like using MT5 better than MT4 just on mobile because it's like HD. You can actually drag and drop stop loss and entries. It also shows like the trading history of your trades on there, which I personally like. So we might just go with MT5. But before I do that, I am going to do a poll. So I'll do a poll, whatever people vote. If you guys vote MT4, we'll add MT4 first, and then we'll add MT5 later in the year. If you guys just vote MT5, we'll just go with MT5 right away. Will you ever add? So this is a good question. Will you ever go to biweekly payouts without having to do the initial month payment? No, we will not do this. The initial month payment is really just to verify, once you have the funded account, that you're not going to just punt it. It's just more responsible for the firm to do this. For those that don't know, when you get a funded account, your first payout will not come for 30 days from the first trade. And then once you get the first payout, then you can start doing biweekly withdrawals. Let's see. All right, let's see how many days to deactivate the funded account if the account holder did not place a trade. Currently with our broker, unfortunately, they have a 14-day timeout. So if you don't log into the account for 14 days, it then gets deleted, right? We obviously have all the data stored, so we can just restore an account for you with the correct balance and whatnot, but it's just super annoying. They won't increase that from 14 days because they just don't care, which sucks. But once we have our own broker, we'll be able to basically decide that for ourselves, and then that will not be the case. But right now, if you don't enter a trade for 14 days, your account will be deactivated. We will reactivate it. You just got to message us. But at the same time, it's definitely annoying. So just be aware of that. Let's see. All right, so we've got a longer question right here. Please, this question is important. Good prop firms focus on making money through traders' profit split. Firms want traders to fail their challenge by making money from challenge fees. I just want to comment that you guys that don't run firms have no idea like what goes on. I just want to be completely honest about that. And we want to educate you guys as much as we can. But if you don't run a company, it's very hard to really say what that company does and does not do. In regards to why do TFT want to increase their challenge fee by January, knowing that this will reduce the ability of traders to participate and take evaluation? If true, they want to pass and thereby make more money. I think ultimately the reason that we want to do the increase in price is when we first launched and had the prices the way that we do, we didn't have we barely had a dashboard. Like the thing sucked. The leaderboard was not functioning correctly, right? We had a different broker with worse spreads. We had no withdrawal system, right? It was all through the website. We had no proof of payouts, right? Like there was just no proof of anything. So as we gained a lot of legitimacy, like you can come to the Discord, you can see how the payouts, you can even add up, how many people are being paid out, whatever. There's a ton of people getting paid out right now. So overall, I think the legitimacy of the business has just increased dramatically, and enough so we were already, I think, the lowest cost in the industry. I think there were some, I think my Forex funds, their evaluation, one of them was a little bit cheaper than ours, but we already had a very low cost in the industry. So for us, doing the increase in price is well justified. We're kind of just now getting on the level of some of these other firms. I know FTMO, their price is literally like 30% higher than ours. So increasing ours 10% when we have literally all the same kind of things that they're offering besides the psychology coach, which if you guys did want a psychology coach, we can add one. Like we actually have someone who is available. We're just not sure if people actually would utilize that. We know a lot of people say they will and just don't. But yeah, I mean, we're just increasing the price that way that another thing that, it allows us to do is it does allow us to do like larger discounts as well. So there will be more discounts that'll be done, after the price increase and whatnot. We'll get more creative with it and whatnot. But yeah, I think overall, just the improvements to the platform have justified us increasing the price. How much information do you guys have about your funded traders? I mean, we just have the KYC documents. We have them, the agreement signed and whatnot. I don't know what other information we would want to have. I don't want to freaking picture this guy in his house. I just want his ID and some KYC documentation, proof of address and whatnot, signed traders agreement, and then that's good enough for us, right? We don't need anything too crazy. Let's see. So someone said, please, does this mean there's no way to make up if you fail out of the first phases? If you guys fail, if you're not aware, you can always do a retry. That's standard. We do have unlimited retries. This is a good question that I believe I already answered, but we're going to go again. Do you guys offer live accounts, or the account is connected on the master's account? We will be offering real accounts. Currently, we don't offer real accounts. They're all demo, but we will be offering live accounts once the new broker is available, and we'll be offering real conditions also for the challenges as well. This is something that not a lot of other firms do, but we will be offering live conditions for the challenges and the actual funded accounts. This is a good question, one that I do want to address. Is there any possibility that you guys will be working with Tradingview in the near future for the use of paper trading, or is that up to the broker to do? We do already have on the website embedded the, let's see here, Tradingview, the charts. We are working on building this out so that way you can log in, and you can actually, there's like more functionality when it comes to utilizing this. Right now, you can't even search the Forex pairs. They're not even available, the symbols. So once that does become available, we'll inform you guys, and then you guys will be able to start doing some charting on the website. But right now, it's just kind of embedded on here, and you can't really do much. So we're going to be working on that in the new year as well, trying to get that improved and updated. Let's see. What are the improvements do you have for 2022? I think all the improvements really at this point, they just surround, let's see, my computer's getting a little toasty right now. I mean, the overall improvements, I did mention it, like we just did the new website, right? We just did the new withdrawal system. We're going to do the competitions and leaderboard. That's going to be revamped. We're going to then get the broker to be live. And then beyond that, when it comes to the overall improvements to the platform, we have a few things that are in the pipeline that we're kind of just keeping on the down low right now. But they are per Blake's recommendations. So we're going to continue to connect with Blake, obviously be advised by him, whatever, improvements that he sees as being necessary for the platform, we're going to look to implement. So next year, it is to be said what's to come. I would say in next month's community update, after the brokers live and all these projects that are currently going on, after this is all done, that's when we're going to start to discuss, new models and new things for the new year. So this is a interesting question. Someone said, how did you come up with the idea of creating a prop firm, and how did this process come about? The whole way that I got into this business is basically I was working with another prop firm, with Forex League. We were partners with them, helping them grow the platform. and then they just were terrible at running the business. I have a background in operations and like automation and IT management. So I basically realized, all the processes that this business was running with were outdated and just terrible. And we were marketing and partnering with them. So I didn't want the business to fail or to, have a bad customer experience. So I went ahead and went out of my way without being paid a single dime, to basically rebuild the entire business in the back end, to the point where everything was automated and provided a much better customer experience and whatnot. And once I did all of that, I got to the point where I realized, how the business was making money, the opportunities for the business. I realized how much the Forexly community could grow, a company like this. So, that point is when I reached out to Blake. And for those that don't know, like Blake, I basically knew, I met Blake like 2 years ago, before he even started VVS. And me and Blake were actually building like an EA together for a little while. It didn't end up working out, but he wanted to always work on something together. And then I didn't even realize that he had this YouTube channel until this year, that he was like doing the whole prop firm reviews and whatnot. And then once I realized that he was doing that, I identified him as being a really good partner to work with for the business once I had gotten the idea. Uh, let's see. This is a good question here. How did you guys here? We got a lot of questions on here. We're going to wrap it up in a minute here. My computer is like literally about to explode. I did get a new computer. I just literally haven't even opened it yet. Let's see. Yeah, I literally just haven't opened it yet. I did get the new MacBook. I got to like transfer all my shit onto there. But once I do that, this will not be a problem anymore. But let's go with this. Did you guys ever consider doing an extension for people finishing your 35 days really close as consistent people, blah, blah, blah. We are considering implementing an extension, obviously for a fee. We are looking into the, what's involved in doing that. At the moment, I know some other firms already do it. That's an example of like one improvement that we could bring in the new year that I think people would definitely appreciate. Ever thought of having $1 million challenge? Yeah, as soon as the broker goes live, we are actually definitely going to be doing a $1 million challenge. That's going to be something that comes for sure. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to go through a few more questions. Again, guys, make sure you are screenshotting your question. Send an email to giveaways@thefundedtraderprogram.com. Put in the subject giveaways, curved monitor. That way you guys can get involved in the giveaway. That way you guys can qualify for winning the monitor. It's going to close tomorrow. I'm going to announce the winner tomorrow. So, definitely get involved with that. Chance to win a free monitor, $1,300. Do you allow traders from all over the world? You guys are keeping many people's dreams by your company. Yes, we do allow traders from all over the world. There are literally traders from everywhere interacting with our platform right now, which is definitely cool to see. Everything, the update on the broker. So if you go back, you can rewatch I did talk about the broker a little bit, some updates on that. The site, it now looks professional. Yeah, the site is definitely a lot better than it was. It was very cartoonish before and whatnot. How's the clubhouse call with the funded traders coming along? We haven't done it yet. I think this month has just been kind of like crazy because everyone's schedules with the holidays and whatnot. Again, I personally don't take any time off because I'm just a maniac, but most people take time off. They're kind of down for the month of December, with family and whatnot. I do have family that I, go and visit, but I just love working, and whatnot. So definitely, trying to do the clubhouses in the new year. We will figure out a way to get funded traders on. I think having Art on will be good, and some other people who are making some money on there. So I think in January, we're going to start getting those sessions going more frequently. I mean, the last one, we literally had like 400 people at one point come on the session. So it was definitely really successful. Let's see. So this question is kind of like, it's not dumb, but like we're not even around 7 months. So someone said, can you share with us how many traders are funded with TFT longer than 6 months? and still profitable. I think it's impossible to be funded for 6 months because we're not even around 7 months, right? There are a few people who already have been profitable for around 3 or 4 months. So they're on their way there. Let's see this. I'm gonna pick one question as the last question. This is the last one. It's not anything serious, but can you please do monthly giveaways? Yes, we're gonna start doing monthly giveaways of some kind, whether it's challenges or whatnot. The giveaways are just extremely positive, and they allow everyone to have an opportunity, obviously, to get something for free by participating. It also helps us for you guys sharing our content and whatnot. And that being said, we're going to conclude the question and answer part of the webinar. Thank you, everyone, for asking your questions. There are so many more questions that we are not able to get to, but I do believe that we answered a lot in this webinar. And that being said, this is going to conclude the webinar. I do want to say I can't thank you guys enough, especially for sharing our content online. That is one of the reasons why we do want to start to do more giveaways, is because it does help us out. You guys liking, commenting, subscribing to YouTube, in our Telegram, in our Discord, reposting us on Instagram. Literally everything that you guys are doing to build a platform is, does not go unnoticed. So as hard as we are working, on what we're doing as a team, you guys are also supporting us and are showing up and are active and are making this, something that is worth working on. So we can't thank you guys enough for all the support. I hope you guys enjoyed the holiday. I know New Year's is coming up tomorrow, and I will say one thing, one thing that I'm doing for myself is just sit back. What are the goals for this next year? What do you guys really want to accomplish in 2022? In a way, be outlandish, in a way, have an unrealistic goal that is just some grandiose, thing that you're shooting for, and then have a plan, break things down into much smaller increments. So that way you guys can make progress towards those goals. If your goal is to get funded and you're failing challenges left and right, maybe try to connect with some other, profitable traders, try to share your ideas a little bit more in the Discord, be more active and be a more active participant in order to improve like the skill and whatnot and your confidence. And, at some point, then you will get funded if you just take the longer approach. So wish you guys all a happy new year. We will be back in the new year. I will be online. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to myself. Best way is to create a ticket, or if you just want to touch base, on a more personal level, feel free to DM me. And, once again, thank you guys enough for all joining. Get the replay on YouTube and make sure to like and subscribe. So peace out, everybody.